Darkstar, that was his name. A lizard thief in a world brimming with magic. He hadn't seen the city gates of his people in a long time, but a summons from the Thieves Guild left him no choice. He walked the familiar streets, watching lizard children play where he once did, an orphan carving out a life from nothing. Good memories, bad memories. They all came flooding back. He shook the thoughts from his mind and stepped into the nearest tavern for a drink. The humanoid lizard thief, Darkstar, sat in the darkest corner of the dirty tavern, nursing a large mead and a bowl of stew. He was lost in thought, wondering why the Thieves Guild had summoned him. It had taken him 2 grueling weeks to travel halfway around the world, back to his home city, the city of lizard humanoids. It was also home to the guild's current leader. Suddenly a voice cut through his thoughts. Darkstar, is that you? He looked up. Standing before him was the most beautiful lizard female he had ever seen, his old girlfriend. Darkstar, the lizard humanoid thief, stared in disbelief. Standing before him was Jessica, the very reason he'd fled his home city 80 years ago. Jessica, is that you? He whispered, his voice rough. You're still the most beautiful lizard woman I've ever seen. I've traveled the whole world, and I know it's true. Crack, her hand met his cheek. That's for leaving. Crack, another slap. That's for not taking me with you. Then, she grabbed him, pressing her lips to his. And that, she murmured, is for making me miss you. With that, she turned and walked out of the tavern, leaving him stunned. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to subscribe for more tales. The tavern door slammed shut. Just before the lizardman could chase after his ex, he slumped back, defeated, but the door creaked open again. This time, 2 hulking figures in dark robes stepped inside. Spider, their multiple eyes locked onto him instantly. He knew who they were, guild enforcers. They strode right up to his table. Why do you keep the guild waiting? One of them hissed, their voice like scraping chitin. Before he could answer, they grabbed his arms. To the guild we go. The small lizard thief sat before the largest lizard humanoid he had ever seen. This was his first time meeting the new leader of the Thieves Guild. He remembered the last leader he met 100 years ago when he first joined the small blue lizard. But this one was a giant. The enormous lizard looked down at the thief, a dark laugh rumbling in his chest. I have a job for you, he said. The air grew thick with anticipation. The lizard thief, Darkstar, stepped out from the shadows of the guild, a new map clutched in his hand. His mission, a direct order from the giant lizard guild master himself. Retrieve an ancient amulet from the heart of the zombie city. A powerful magic held the undead captive, but countless adventurers had already perished within its walls. Their greed, their downfall. Now it was Darkstar's turn to test his skill and his luck against the cursed ruins. 3 days ago, the lizard humanoid thief, Darkstar, slipped out of his city, a map his only guide. He followed an old, forgotten trail, leading him deep into the northern mountains. Finally, he stood at the edge of a great valley, gazing down at the ruins of a once majestic city. But this was no empty relic. It was a prison, a magical spell trapping a horde of zombies within its crumbling walls. He'd made it this far. Now, the real challenge begins. Getting in, and more importantly, getting out alive.